Hey everyone, welcome to another round of Tuesday Night Legacy presented by Spellhold Games. My name's Eugene and I'll be your commentator for this round. Got a nice quick one for you, starring yours truly against opponent Jack, who's going to be playing an Ad Nauseam Tendril Storm list. Let's get it going. So I'm on the personal homebrew grief list that I've created here, hoping to get early advantage by doing a bunch of discard, blinking Grief, the elemental creature from Modern Horizons 2. But we see no turn 1 Grief Ephemerate from me, so pass it back, get a Ponder from Jack. Jack, of course, trying to win off of Storm Ad Nauseam Tendrils combo. Just a couple lands, then passing it back, another cantrip here, trying to grab what he's looking for. Ad Nauseam usually likes to go off all at once, so just a couple cantrips, not a completely outlandish play. And Jack going to throw down a Bayou, pass it back. Drawing for third turn. Just drawing a bunch of lands. Can see a Sword of Fire and Ice in hand. Have the Grief, have the Blink, but no other black card to pitch, so have to wait until turn 4 at minimum. Not the greatest hand to keep. Just a little bit worried about Jack going off here. There is a little bit of interaction in my hand, waiting to see what Jack wants to do here. He's going to brainstorm to start. Starting, decides to keep the cards a little bit separate. I believe he said to me, that's just how bad my cards are in hand. But he eventually puts them together, sends those two back, and decides it's going to go off a little bit. Don't believe this is a game-ending turn. See a Volcanic Island come down. A lot of shuffling. Just a Ponder. So that's 4 cantrips so far. No action on my side. Not the greatest hand I've ever kept. That's for certain. Trying to... honestly, the matchup itself should be a little bit in my favor, as heavy discard is not a lot what the Ad Nauseam Tendril combo likes to see. In fact, they run a couple of the what's it called, the Veil of Summer, to stop people from being able to interact with them through means of Thoughtseize and things of that nature. See a Stoneforge Mystic come down, grabbing a Lion Sash. My thought process here was, if I can survive this next turn, then Lion Sash can start to eat relevant targets out of the graveyard, since Past in Flames is one of the spells that Jack can use to really go off. We're going to see every Lotus Petal in Jack's deck being deployed here. Definitely going off. This is already Storm Count 5, with the Dark Ritual included. See a Lion's Eye Diamond come down, and a Chrome Mox. And we're going to see, well, here's the Lion Sash. We're going to see the March of the Otherworldly Light, which is going to exile a 0 converted mana cost artifact, getting the Lion Sash out of there. I was hoping to interrupt the mana and deny him just enough mana so that he could not kill me this turn. Checking his sideboard now. So by not sacrificing the Lion's Eye, he does not have the extra mana, but he does have a Burning Wish with those 2 mana. And the Tendrils of Agony is actually going to be just enough. There were 9 spells cast this turn, including my March, and so that was 18 damage with the 2 fetches. That's game. Here we are on to game 2. This Thoughtseize, starting out, is almost always a good idea. I can tell you from personal experience that my thought process here was that there is not nearly enough mana for that Ad Nauseam to go off. So I do end up taking this Brainstorm, which ends up being my immediate downfall. The card Ad Nauseam costs 5, and I figured that there was no way that Jack was casting it on turn 1. Unfortunately, I had forgotten about a little card called Dark Ritual. I guess I do get to turn 2 here. Not great mana coming from my side. Usually want at least 1 white to start the game. I believe the hand was kept off of the Thoughtseize. You see a lot of white mana there with a Stone Forge and Ephemerate and a, what is that, a Solitude. So there's the Dark Ritual, the Cabal Ritual that's going to get to 5 mana ad nauseam. Jack is going to reveal cards off the top, taking damage for CMC of each of these cards, and then he gets to put them in his hand. So doing this at the end of my turn is going to allow him the maximum efficiency usage of his coming turn here. So he goes down to 3, and he basically wins off of this. There's so many cantrips, there's so much mana accelerant. The Veil of Summer is going to stop me from being able to interact with him at all. So we're going to see him drop all of his 0-cast artifacts. The card's Infernal Tutor can always pull up another of the same kind, unless it's the only card in his hand. Then it's a Dark Ritual, or not a Dark Ritual, a Demonic Tutor, being able to get any card from his deck. So storm count here is already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. By putting the Infernal Tutor on the stack and then sacrificing the Lion's Eye Diamonds, it's going to be able to get any card from his deck, getting the Past in Flames. And at this point, I think I concede to myself. We see him start to go off again. No particular reason. He's going to cast a lot of mana, or get all of those spells that generate mana back. And yeah, concede right there. There's the Tendrils of Agony, and that's going to be round 1. So really short one for you, but I'll have round 2 up shortly. So please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you soon.